Hello and welcome to lesson 32 of the workbook in a course in miracles. So excited to see you again for today's lesson, and let me know already in the comments, what did you think about this lesson? How did you feel about the exercise? I personally thought it was very similar, obviously, to yesterday. It's just a continuation and a very logic step, because yesterday it was I'm not the victim of the world I see. So the logical next step is, of course, that I have invented the world I see. And for invented, you can probably as well create it, because that's what I reviewed with you as well in the last couple of days, especially yesterday, where I said you have created this, right? Or I have created the world that I see. And that's similar to I have invented the world that I see. I really like that it says as well in paragraph 1, you are not the victim of the world you see because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. I just love this sentence so much. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. Really cool. And you will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. And that is a very interesting sentence, because a lot of people would say, well, I don't want it. Why is it still in my world? It's like there is lots of things in my world that I actually don't want. So why are they still in the world that I see? And I think that's for us to understand more of what wanting really means. Quite often I describe it more from an energetic perspective, that if you give something energy, it will persist. Like Carl Jung says as well, what you resist persists. So if you give it energy, it doesn't matter what kind of energy, like you like it, you don't like it, you want it, you don't want it. As long as you give something energy, you have a bond with it. You are energetically bonded with the person, with the situation, with the environment, with whatever it is that you don't want in your life. If you keep talking about it, if you keep thinking about it, if you keep interacting with actually that what you don't want, instead of rather focusing on what you don't want, you are keeping it in your life. So the sentence in paragraph 1, while you want it, you will see it, kind of means as well for me, if you give it energy, it will stay in your life. So we have to remove that energy, that focus, that attention to what we don't want, and literally scrape it out of our minds and not have the thoughts about it anymore, and especially not talk about it anymore. And then when you no longer want it, which means you have removed and separated yourself energetically from it, it will not be there for you to see. And I have over the last few years practiced this and have realized at some point that I did it. I successfully separated myself. I took the energy from it, and then suddenly it was gone. But actually what happens is that quite often you don't even realize until much later that it's gone, because how can you pay attention to something that is not there anymore, right? So at a later stage, when it's probably already weeks or even months, you realize, funny, that situation never happened again, or the person completely was removed out of my life by chance. And that is what happens when you take your energy back from the other person. We talked about that as well. Take your energy back, take your power back, and disconnect that energetic match with the other thing that you don't even want, by not talking about it anymore, by not thinking about it anymore. That is my interpretation of this. But yeah, we will probably learn more about this while we go through the workbook. I'm quite excited about it. I did like the exercise as well. I did a fairly longer session this morning while I meditated. I really used that sentence. And yeah, I had some interesting experiences, more again energetically as well, and a little bit emotionally with that sentence. But it was interesting. I can't describe it very well, but it did something inside of me. Let's call it like that. But that is all that I have for you today on lesson 32. And I'm really looking forward to see you again for lesson 33 already tomorrow. Bye bye.